Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Sunday Night Football Showdown slate we got going on between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. Two opposite spectrum teams right now because of injury. Got a red hot team. Actually, well, now you're looking at it as opposite spectrums when we're talking about offense and defense on both sides of the ball. Both of these teams are coming in on a nice little winning streak, but the Titans have lost their main guy, Derrick Henry, and that's going to be very interesting in this matchup. Before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, link will be down below for the Patreon. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Now, before we get into the showdown slate, this is what I posted on Instagram. I'm giving away free parlays. I'm giving away content on Patreon. You guys gotta get signed up. You're missing out. You're clearly missing out. As you see this post right here, the parlay was Usman and Pereira money line, and I gave you the winning underdog as Chris Barnett. Like, what else do you want? What else do you want? That was like over plus 300 with all those three guys put together. The pictures are here. You got 28 for 96, which I got Usman Pereira in there. I used them as a base. I got Usman Pereira again with three other guys and Barnett in there, 50 for 360. We got 25 for 180. We got 100 for 228. As you see, you guys got to sign up, man. You guys got to sign up. You're missing out, all right? Let's get into this DraftKings slate we got going on between Tennessee and the Rams. Clearly, this game, we got elite rushing and offense on the Rams side and defensive side. They're going to control this game, obviously. All right, we're going to have to get creative and what we think how this build is going to be, because we will need some Tennessee value. All right, so we're going to start off with Matt Stafford. Obviously, I love him. This is one of the weaker secondaries in the league, so having Matthew Stafford at captain will be beneficial. He has been very consistent each and every week. Does he have any games under 20? Only one game under 20, but this is a situation where he should take full advantage of the Tennessee Titans. He has Cooper Kupp. He has Robert Woods. He has Van Jefferson. They're so good that they don't even need Deshaun Jackson, okay? This is a very well-orchestrated offense. I love Stafford as a captain. And another option at the captain spot, all these guys I'm going to talk about, like these 4 or 5, can be grouped in that captain spot, and then you're going to have to find value somewhere else, and I'm going to help you with that. Cooper Kupp at 12,400. That's if you put him as a flex. If you put him in the captain spot, it's going to be a little bit more of a boost at 18,000, okay? 18,600. But Cooper Kupp, solid option. He's a lock play. Him, Stafford, and we'll continue on. I think those two are definites in each and every one of your lineups. And you see the consistency. Last week, 7 receptions, 9 targets, 115 yards, and 1 TD. Against Detroit, 10 receptions, 13 targets, 2 TDs. And then another great 2 TD game from Cooper Kupp against the Giants. So they have a nice rapport with each other, Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Please put those guys together, and then you'll be happy with your builds. Next, we're going to move on. A.J. Brown will most likely, we'll see, because Jalen Ramsey has been staying in the slot. They've been using him in certain situations. He hasn't, like, literally clamped down the number 1 wide receiver. It's depending on who's lining up in front of him. So A.J. Brown still can be a very good option with no Derrick Henry. They're going to have to lean on the connection between Tannehill, A.J. Brown, and Julio Jones. They're going to have to lean on that a little bit more. Jerry McNichols is going to be the running back. They have Adrian Peterson as well, but it's not going to be the same thing as them having Derrick Henry. So this is going to be a little more passing offense from the Tennessee Titans. You'll see Tannehill be more creative and run a little bit more, which is why he's been a top 7 fantasy quarterback, is because he brings that upside as well. So I think he can be an option, despite the fact that this is a very solid Rams defense. They're going to be down and they're going to be fighting back. So I like some late game Tannehill heroics in that third and fourth quarter to make this game a little bit closer. So I like both of these guys, A.J. Brown and Tannehill, if you want to have them in your builds. Henderson, he's been lucky the past 2 weeks with very, very good matchups against Houston, against Detroit. I can't believe he didn't take full advantage of Detroit. Giants, he had a good game as well, but the key to him was getting in the end zone and using him in the passing game. He luckily had 6 receptions against Detroit, 6 receptions against Arizona, but usually it's around that 2 to 3 catch radius for him, for Darrell Henderson. Titans run D has been solid. Their pass D is the question. So you can get away from him and go towards the wide receivers. Go to Cooper Kupp and go to Robert Woods, who I have here. Obviously, he's been complaining because he's not getting the big workload like he used to in years previous, but he is getting some backhanded touchdowns, which, hey, I'll take it, especially if you're a fantasy football owner. You'll take the points the way you can get them, and he's still producing decently. 20 Draftkings points last week. He has a 30 bomb as well. That's when he complained and they finally fed him. But Robert Woods is a very solid option at 8,600. McNichols is someone we're going to have to play in a game script where you think the Tennessee Titans will be down. They're going to need to utilize him. And he got blessed by 2 injuries, Derrick Henry, and they lost their other running back, Darrington Evans. So that really left everything on Jerry McNichols, and you'll see how much usage they'll give to Adrian Peterson as well. But in DraftKings, you need the points per reception, guys. Jeremy McNichols is going to be that guy for you. And like I said, game script that they probably will be behind. They're going to do a lot of checkdowns, do a little more hurry-up offense, and get away from running the ball. Jerry McNichols can be that guy for you. Next will be Julio Jones. Julio Jones participated in practice. Doesn't have any injury designation, as you can see right there. And now, since they got their 2 wide receivers, they can provide a little bit of a problem to the LA Rams, okay, because they have 2 very good wide receivers. Doesn't matter that Julio Jones is older, but he's still very, very talented and someone that you should look forward to. All right, at 7,400, I'll definitely have him in some of my lineups in that flex position. If you think that they're going to lock up A.J. Brown, Julio Jones will be that next guy in line. Let's see if we can find some value for you, because there's a lot of high expensive people in this game. I would stay away from the defenses. Like I said, I think it's going to be a very high scoring game. You can go to, where is he? You can go to Tyler Higbee, who's being used. He can get that touchdown occasionally. He hasn't had over 10 fantasy points since week 3 and week 1. So maybe this could be a breakout game. Let's double check on how the Titans defend the tight end position. And we're just going to flip it over. Let's see. The Titans are... this throughout the whole season, they're 7th. So history shows that it's probably not going to be that profitable of a spot, but there is an opportunity there. If I'm leaning towards cheaper candidates, I will choose one of the kickers between Matt Gay or Bullock. Those will be solid options. A cheaper play right here. We don't know his usage in the offense as of right now, but you'll probably see that they activated him, so they're probably going to use him. Adrian Peterson can be a cheap guy for you in that bottom realm of the flex at $3,000. Okay, he can be a solid option for you. Maybe he gets some opportunities in that red zone, get you a cheap touchdown, and he can be someone you can look forward to. Sonny Michel, not really looking towards that. Any other weird wide receivers? The number 3 in the offense is it was technically Westbrook. He had a solid game last week. He had a touchdown, so he had 2 receptions, 16 yards, and a TD. That's what you're looking for in these back end flex guys. All right, let me clear out this. These are the main people in tier 1, tier 2, and then we're gonna go to some of the cheaper guys that can fill out that back end flex spot. That's going to be Adrian Peterson. I'm staying away from defenses. We can go with kickers as well. And then Westbrook and Nike. He's another option that I do like. And then their main catching, receiving tight end on the Tennessee Titans in this offense will be Mikal Pruitt. He's been being used more often than not. He had a very solid game against Kansas City Chiefs. 2 receptions, 27 yards, and a TD. Came back, just didn't get an end zone against Indianapolis, but that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a little bit of a home run and an option for you to catch as long as you got your main guys. Stafford, you got you Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Julio Jones, and or A.J. Brown, and then you fill in that back end with some of these cheap guys. And I think you should definitely cash in this matchup, all right? So that's if you have any questions down below, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe you see something that I do not. But other than that, there's no other cheap guys that can really move the needle for me and that get enough usage. That's also the other key. You need guys that are going to get snaps and opportunities. Opportunities equal points. Okay? All right. And that's going to be the end for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNetsJustD. And remember, the Patreon link is down below. Get signed up. I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.